good, YouTube? Let me set this up real quick. What's good with everybody on this? Man, it's Monday. You already know, decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what's cracking, what's the talk of the town is going down, the word on the curb, you heard me? Um, you already know we at work, decided to hop on and just, see what's happening with everybody. And now, yesterday I did scope out, my live because one of the homies had hit me up and he said that he left me a comment, but I didn't see it right. And I was like, nah, I didn't see it when I was on, doing the live. So I went to go check the live out and I was scrolling through the comments and I realized that while I'm doing the live, some of the comments don't pop up for some strange fucking reason. I don't know why, but they pop up once the live is over and I could review it. I could see them there. So don't think if I do miss your comment, don't think that I'm ignoring your thing or whatever. It's just that sometimes for some strange reason it doesn't pop up on my end. Why that is, I have no fucking clue, bro. It's a trip. You know what I mean? So I guess we do gotta make a complaint to YouTube about that. Like, hey, what's up with you guys, bro? You guys need to get it together, baby. Get it together. So sometimes that's what it is. So don't think that I'm like, trying to ignore people and stuff like that. I just didn't realize that YouTube did that. I thought it was more stable. What's cracking like it, Derek? What you getting yourself into, my boy? How's your Monday going? What's cracking like it, Mr. Pasa? Is definitely up in the casa. ¿Qué pasa, calabaza? I did scope out that boozy song you guys were talking about, that, Wipe It Down or whatever the fuck. And yeah, that shit had a good beat. Not my type of style, but it had a good beat to it. But that's pretty much as far as I can say with that. I was on a level 13 year. I'm surprised nobody tried to use that one. Serio. I was on the bonus level. That fool said I once hooped a chainsaw. No lube. Fuck. Too thug. Shit. Fucking Wes Watson hooping his paperwork. I have never heard of such a thing. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you do some shit like that for? I have never heard of such a thing. I don't know. That was strange. And he said it all proudly and confident too. Like, bruh, why would you say some shit like that, bro? Why? That's funny. I just threw a chair at a homeless person? Why? Why would you do something like that? What did the homeless person do to you? Jake Paul trying to beat up an elderly. Serio? That fool's grandpa? Damn. No, Lubin, no. Damn, my guy's gangsta. You got paper? Yeah. What kind of paper? We got regular paper, tissue paper. What kind of paper? Can I see some documentation, please? I sorry, no speak English. Yeah, Jake Paul, he took advantage of the elderly, bro. That's crazy. He had people cheering for a person beating up an elderly person. I never seen such a thing before. Shit's getting wild out here, no? That fool said because it's fun. Nah, my boy, you need therapy, my guy. I'm about to deport you, Speak. Don't trip. Donald Trump's gonna get rid of all of us, my boy. What you worried about? That's why you voted for that for an office. You shit. We only got like limited days left. If even that. You know what I mean? So don't trip, my boy. We finna get the hell out of here already. One-way trip. That fool's, paying for everybody's trip to Mexico. That's so funny. And it's funny because other people that are going to get deported are the people that are not even here committing crimes and nothing like that. They're really the ones that are minding their own business and stuff. That's crazy. Um, when Watson confronts people, he used his prison's war stories before throwing him. Yeah, I know. Like, if that's supposed to mean something. Bro, I don't give a fuck where you were at, bro. I don't care. Bro, I have never seen such a thing, fool. Like, they do it on here, homie, like, in the streets. Like, fools don't start naming what prisons they were at before they start getting down. Like, you sure you want to do this? Bro, did you know I was in San Quentin? Like, what the fuck? Like, people are supposed to be yelling shit like that out now? I never heard of such a fucking... I don't know. This shit is crazy, bro. These vatos literally be throwing it out like if that's the thing to do. I don't know. Are you legal? Nah, my boy, I'm illegal. Real shit. I just punched some homeless guy yesterday. The vato was mad dogging me. Oh, see, if he was mad dogging you, that's different, my boy. The other vato said that he just did it just for the fuck of it. See, this vato was mad dogging you, so he already off the bat, the vato wanted action. You get me? So, therefore, he got what he wanted. Like, but the other homie said que nomás así a la brava. So that's different. That's different. See, he didn't have probable cause. He had probable cause. Rolling papers. KKKKK. Every kiss begins with K. Trump gonna send you back, buddy. Enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, I am, bro. Don't even trip. We've been enjoying it. Hey, dude, are you a... No, I'm a carnivore. Yeah, but Tyson can buy a nursing home. Yeah, that's true. He did get a lot of money just for, I mean, I can't even say for not doing much, right? Because it's not his fault. I get it. His heart is in the right place, right? He has the drive, the heart. It's just that his body is just old already, right? Like, his body's just not cooperating, right? I heard he had a fucked up knee as well that threw him off balance, right? So he may have wanted to, mentally wise, right? But it's just that his body's just, there's nothing you can do once time hits, So, it's not his fault, right? He tried to give it his all, but, like I said, with his age, there's only so much he can do. You know what I mean? And the other vato is just, I mean, he's getting paid just because people want to see him get knocked out. And it hasn't happened yet. And people want to see that. That's the only reason why people were ordering the fight. They want to see that fool get his ass beat. And it's like, bro, he has gotten his ass beat, bro. Watch that fight where he fought somebody his age and he got destroyed. There, what more do you want? I mean, it's not his fault that people want to see him in the ring get knocked out. I'm sending the army after your kind. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's sending the military over there, right? It's a state of emergency? Supposedly, that's what he says, though. I get it. Well, he says a lot when, but once he's actually there, he tends to not do as much as he says he's going to do. So, only time will tell what he's actually going to do. I like that he's already picking people that have, sex charges against them as, people, in his staff. That's actually, smart decisions to do. A person that's allegation of rape and the other one that's an allegation with sleeping with an underage person. So, hey, so far his team is turning out pretty firme, dog. I don't know about you guys, but that was assembling the Predators United. Predators, I mean. It's almost like he does it on purpose, huh? You know what? I need people around me that I could just talk to and express myself, my true self, of the shit I have done without fucking, judging me. That was funny. Tyson fight was disgusting. That's what I'm saying, but it's not his fault. Look at his age. I mean, what were people expecting out of a fucking 60-year-old man? Like, bro, what were you expecting out of that? It's like somebody comes up and tells you, hey, you want to see a boxing fight, bro? It's between a 16-year-old man and a YouTuber. You're going to be like, what? No? What kind of shit is that? How is that going to be exciting, bro? So that's what it was. So I don't understand how people got, hyped up for that. You know who I want to see box? Boxers. That's what I want to see box. I want to see actual boxers who have trained their whole life and worked their way to get to the spot that they're at, who earned their main event spot, because it takes years of training to even be considered to be in the lower card, let alone a main event, right? But these individuals, 60-year-old man who's been out of the game since forever, and a fucking amateur who's only had a few fights here and there and doesn't take it seriously. People were expecting to see some kind of fucking like Canelo versus Chavez type shit, or Frazier versus Muhammad Ali or some shit like that. Like, the fuck? Yeah, you would get a fight like that if there was actual boxers involved. I get it, Mike Tyson was great, but I mean, his age, and he was out of the sport for a long time already. And he wasn't even at full health, so. And a YouTuber, I get it, he's been in a few fights and taking his training, but like I said, he's still an amateur, he's still barely started, bro. And he trains here and there, it's not like he keeps it consistent like actual fighters that work to get to their spots. So, I ain't got no green card. I was born in East LA. Hey, all you have to do is put the bandana phone and go, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And you'll be straight. Nah, don't tell him he's going to get kicked out, my boy. We got him. Don't trip. Even if you get deported, fool, I got a primo. He'll be able to bring you back in a jiffy, my boy. So don't even tripas. Go pick. Damn, who's going to pick them from here, though? How y'all going to eat? I know you guys are just trolling and don't really mean what you guys say you guys are saying, bro. I know y'all just trying to get us worked up. It's not going to work, my guy. I think you guys would have already learned that by now. But I get it, though. It's fun. It's funny hearing what you guys put, though. I got a sense of humor. They get deported me. I pay taxes. Oh, my boy, they don't give a fuck if you pay taxes, homie. They just don't want your kind here. Instead of gay gang members debunked, what about gay people who commit crimes? Oh, but that's I'm not gonna say it's normal, right? But that's gonna happen with anybody. It doesn't even matter if they're transgender, bisexual, gay, straight, whatever, bro. People break the law and however they come. You have had law enforcement officers, police officers that broke the law. You have had lawyers, judges. You have had teachers, doctors, and everything in between that have broke the law. And that have been pedophiles as well. Fucking that kind of behavior is not immune to people just because they have like a great job or they studied and stuff like that, right? Human behavior, ladies and gentlemen. Shit, there's been fucking preachers from churches that have been serial killers. So don't ever get it twisted. Look at Jeffrey Dahmer. He was homosexual and he was committing all kinds of murders. And he's not the only one either, right? You have had them that were kleptomaniacs as well. And I mean, the dark triad spectrum could apply to anybody out there, bro. What if Adam proclaimed the gay cholos? Trino and Adam. Oh, those are those two gay guys that people think that they're cholos, huh, just because of their looks. Like, no. You know what makes them gang members? What? That they belong to a gang. Hence, gang member, because he's a member of a gang, right? So that's what makes them a gang member, because they're a member of a gang. So how can he be a gang member if he has no association to no gang? My guy, it's literally in the title of the name, my guy. Sheesh. And fools still try to argue that. No, that's not true. Like, my God. Lord, please help these individuals. Hey, Shadow. What's good, my boy? Mike Defense still. Oh, no, yeah. For his age. But like I said, there's not really much he was able to do, though. You know, I already knew that his stamina and all that was going to play a factor, bro. It's just that when you're old, it's just, you know, plus the gloves that adds weight, right? And then, you know, just moving around in the ring, you know, takes up a lot of stamina, especially with weight, especially with all those lights. It starts to get hot, humid. You know what I mean? And not only that, but taking jabs and dodging jabs and all that shit takes up energy, bro. And throwing them as well. You know, you learn that from pitchers. You know what I mean? You know, in the beginning, when they're pitching, they're throwing hundreds and 98s and 99s. But after a few innings, their balls start, you know, 75, 65. You know, it starts to drop, bro. Just, you know, the more you keep throwing, the less effective the punches are going to be. The less, you know, strong they're going to be, right? You know, you start off with some strong punches, and all of a sudden, you know, they start to be just, you know, gentle jabs because you're tired. Yeah, there you go. Was a horrible boxer. He still whooped Jake Paul. Yes, exactly. You know, that's exactly the point. You know what I mean? People could get an idea just by looking at stuff like that. That like, why were people thinking there was gonna be some kind of great fight? You know, it's like, bro, you know what makes a great fight? Great boxers. Do you listen to black Southern rappers like black Southern rappers like Future, Gucci Mane, Boozy, Young Gotti? Not really. I know who they are, right? And I scoped out their tracks. I'm a fan of their beat selection. Their beat selection is chingon, is fire. You know what I mean? They got good beats, right? It's just their overall style, right, of rap is just not my flavor, right? Not to say that they suck or anything like that. You know, they definitely have talent, but it's just I can't relate to it. I guess you could say, right? Like just their overall stilo. But I do scope it out because of the beats, though, and I still give individuals chances nonetheless. But to say as I bump them, no. All right, what are your thoughts on uh, ignore the racist comments and trolls on your live? Then they only trying to piss. Oh no, yeah, I'm aware. You know, I'm aware of what people try to do in the comments. You know, I study human behavior. I am well aware of their tactics. Do you think street gang lifestyle dies out soon? I have a feeling it already is. Is it dying out? Yes. Will it die out soon? Probably not in our lifetime, right? Because a problem's so big like this, right? It's like I even tell people, like a problem with race, big problems in this world. Let's just say, right? They're just not something that could just be fixed overnight, right? Problems that are big, it takes time to fix them, right? So I eventually feel like it will happen, right? Probably not anytime soon, but it will eventually happen, though, in my personal opinion, right? I live near. No, we used to have a huge gang problem over here as well. You know, but Atlanta doesn't have no gang problem, bro. I live out there years. They have gangs, right? I wouldn't say as much as like let's say here in Los Angeles, right? But they do have gang issues, right? Because anytime you have a gang anywhere, it's going to be an issue, right? Um, but like to say as here because of the amount of people that live here, right? That's the only reason why these gangs are more, you know, why there's so many, and you know why there's so many members from those gangs. It's just the population here is outrageous, right? Um, the other the population of Los Angeles, the other fucking biggest cities in any other state, don't even come near the amount of people that live here. Not even close. Not even close. You were to grab like 5 states, and you probably still wouldn't get the amount of people that live in Los Angeles. That's how populated it is right here. You know what I mean? I want to wish my son a happy birthday. Hey, well, happy birthday to your son. Um, LRZ folks are old. Wait, don't bang. It was some 2000s shit was one who are banging the suit out there. And TLS. I did. I was talking to a few individuals from Atlanta that sent me their stuff, right? And I and I do realize that they have a lot of gangs, right? I just can't name them off the top of my head, but I still have, with these individuals hitting me up and sending me their information and pictures and stuff like that. I still have them, right? I just haven't gotten to that portion yet, right? But yeah, that's how I'm aware of their, the situation over there and whatnot. Um, I'm not talking about the suit again. I'm talking about gang. Yeah, yeah, I get what you mean, like gangs in general, right? Because there's even Hispanic gangs that are outside of Sud and North and Fresno, right? You do have other Hispanic gangs that are either Folk Nation or People Nation or just run by themselves, right? Like the gangs in Texas or the gangs in Arizona that are Mexicans but are not tied to like Sud or North and shit like that. So that does exist, and you do have them out there. You do have raza related gangs that are not affiliated with. You know what I mean? And also, there's black gangs that are not Crips and Bloods, right? That are just regular, like they have no affiliation to none of that. Not even no affiliation to like Gangster Disciples and all of that. Compared to homicide rate and in any southern city compared to LA County or the West Side City. They don't have gang problem. Stop trying to make shit sound ghetto like LA. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Hey, Merry Christmas, Santa. You're a little early though, bro. Not even Thanksgiving yet. It's way worse than the West Coast. You can't be from here and rather walk around. Yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. Other places do have ghettos. It's not like LA is like the headquarters of ghetto. I do understand that other areas, the poverty is pretty bad. Even like in certain areas, right? Like you have certain areas, like I've always told this, it doesn't matter if the area is nice. Gangs could exist anywhere. That's why you have gangs that exist in nice cities, right? Like people are like, damn, how the fuck could there be a gang right here? These people have it lovely. Look how nice it looks and everything like that. And the reason for that is that they fail to realize what creates a gang. It's not only so much the ghettos, poverty creates gangs, right? It's the understanding of the child, right? If the child feels neglected or he's being abused or anything like that, right? If you have a group of area where you had this dysfunction going on, right? Like I've always said, just because the house looks big and nice and they have Lamborghinis and Ferraris in their front yard and it looks all picture perfect, as soon as them doors close, you don't know what's happening in that household. You don't know if the family's torturing the kids, if they're beating them or whatever, right? But the kid is full of anger, right? That's why you get, certain homicides that happen in nice areas, or how the fuck could this have happened right here? Or they seem like a nice family. I don't understand what happened. Yeah, because you don't know what happens once them doors close, bro. You don't understand like what's created, what's being brewed. Money and all that is not gonna change none of that, bro. You know what I mean? If the people refuse to actually be parents, these individuals are gonna be troubled individuals, and they're gonna go out there. And if they bump into other troubled individuals, it becomes worse because now they have an understanding. They get together and now create, this fucking group of individuals that go and, terrorize and cause shit up. That's how you get gangs, right? Like the white gangs, for example. White gangs exist in nice white areas, right? And they're not that big, probably like 30 members the max, right? But those individuals that grew up in that area banded together and now they fuck shit up. And it don't matter if they're coming from a nice household. That's not going to mean a goddamn thing. Because it's not, that's if once there's a problem, the problem is there. You know what I mean? And like I said, it doesn't matter if the gang is large or not large, bro. If individuals are out there committing homicide, it really only takes 3 to get shit cracking, bro. What good is being out there 60 guys deep? You guys are 60 guys deep. Damn, they're pretty deep out there. Damn, they're pretty big. You have 2 guys run up with AKs and start shooting. All them 60 guys are taking off running. So what good was having all them people there then? You know what I mean? It's not going to mean a damn thing when motherfuckers are coming and putting in work. So what good is all having all them heads? All it really takes is 3 and you'll be fucking shit up. You know what I mean? So that's why I always say, it doesn't matter the size of the neighborhoods and stuff like that. Motherfuckers can still get shit cracking. Doggy dog game. So I tell people it doesn't matter how the area looks. Problems can exist anywhere, bro, if people are refusing to take responsibilities for, what they're doing, right? Including parenting. I told a story. I have a homie from my neighborhood, right? He's white, you know, and the homie comes from a nice area in the valley, right? And his family had a big ass home, Porsche. They had the fucking Porsches and Range Rovers. His mother was I think she was like an accountant, and his father was like fucking some CEO or some shit, right? But they had bread, homie. How he ended up in our school was that he got kicked out of the school that he was going to for fighting and all that shit, right? So he ended up in our school, right? And so we bonded and we chilled and shit like that. So he ended up getting into the hood, right? But certain of my homies were like kind of skeptical, like, hey, what's up with this guy? He lives in a nice area. Why the fuck, what the? And I remember he invited me over to his house once, and when I went into the house, I realized why the homie was the way he was. You know what I mean? His father was a fucking ass, a drunk asshole, bro. He was a dick, bro. He was a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? All drunk, And his mother was a pill popping addict who pretty much didn't give a fuck and let the father do whatever the fuck he wanted. And now I got an understanding. He was trying to be like, hey, my bad for all of that. But I was like, nah, it's cool, bro. If anything, let's dip, let's go back to the hood. And he was like, yeah, fuck it, let's get the fuck out of here. They had money and it looked lovely. They got pictures and everything, all nice and everything. But once them doors close, bro, it's not always what it seems that it is. You know what I mean? So I got an understanding why homie, ended up where we were at, or how he ended up how we ended up, From the outs, it looked like, man, this motherfucker has it all, dog. What the fuck are people over here bitching? And like I said, it wasn't what it seemed like it was. You know what I mean? They're white. Like I said, his dad was talking shit to me and saying all kinds of racist shit, bro. I was just like, duh, if this wasn't your father, bro, I would fucking, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But people don't understand that. They don't get to see none of that. They don't realize, what it is. They just want to, judge, pues. Or they think that it has to be ghetto or all fucked up, and it's like, nah, bro. It doesn't have to be like that in order to get a problem, bro. Look at these serial killers, bro. They come from nice areas in fucking states and fucking little towns, out in the middle of nowhere, and yet they still turned out to be some troubled individuals. Then they get to, talking about their background, and then you get a pretty good idea of why they turned out the way they turned out. I guarantee you, if these individuals had gangs where they were at, they would probably turn out to be gang members instead of serial killers. But since gangs are absent, bro, that's why their shit goes completely way off the rails. You know what I mean? And you're just like, damn. But yeah, shit is crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.